Hello and a very warm welcome. The eagerly anticipated video regarding Canadian driver Nicholas Latifi. His time is up in Formula One. Yeah, a video that's been in the making for quite a while. It is time to go for Nicholas Latifi. He is the worst driver on the 2022 grid, and enough is enough. Yeah. The facts of the matter are Williams can get a better driver than Latifi. Latifi is only on the grid because of Lavazza. Yeah, when you actually look at his racing pedigree, it's actually not that great. 2019, Formula 2, Nick de Vries was the champion. Latifi got the drive, mainly because he has his Lavazza sponsor, brought a bit of money. But you look at his career, it's poor, man. He's got to go, in my opinion. Now, this is not... this has been in the pipeline for a while. 2 years he was in Russell's shadow, and he started this season poorly. I mean, even I expected Latifi to beat Albon till Albon was up to speed. Albon's had the edge on him. Yeah, so 7 points in his Formula 1 career. He is coming into his third year. Yeah, been with Williams since he started. He got that. His claim to fame in Formula 1 is one good race at Hungary, where he did a really good job. He came 7th, and then he got a half point at Belgium that wasn't really a race. Yeah, so his claim to fame is Hungary. He had one good race in like 46, whatever it is. He's been in Russell's shadow for 2 years. Then he's got his opportunity this year to actually show us something. And he's getting done by Alex Albon, who's been out of the sport a year. Yeah. Williams can get better, and they need better. They're not very good at the minute, Williams. Struggling for pace. Albon's doing a good job, but they need better. They need better than Nicholas Latifi. They could have had a Piastri in there. They could have had a Hulkenberg in there. Even a Kubica or someone like that. I mean, it's shocking. It's time to be dropped for Nicholas Latifi. He's very crash prone as well. I mean, he's crashing the car so much. Abu Dhabi, crashed in quali at Saudi, crashed in the race. And, yeah, poor. Really poor. Yeah, for me, it's time to drop Nicholas Latifi. He's the worst driver on the 2022 grid. Now, he's a very nice guy, Nicholas Latifi, but cut the bullshit to one side. This is Formula 1. You don't get in Formula 1 because you're a nice guy. It's a ruthless business, and Latifi's not performing. Yeah. I've got Canadian subscribers who are kind of embarrassed that their best is Stroll and Latifi. Like, imagine being Canadian and you've got to support Stroll or Latifi. I mean, it's not great, is it, when these two are representing your country? But yeah, I think everyone's in agreement. Latifi has got to go. He's had his chance. Like I say, Russell's shadow. Now he's getting done by Albon. Yeah. He was very lucky to get an F1 drive in the first place. The only reason he got an F1 drive is because of Lavazza. Williams don't even really need the money anymore, because they had a decent season where they finished 8th in the Constructors. The performance is quite poor. In 22, I suppose that you could argue Latifi's always had a bad car, but yeah, I would say he's had a ample opportunity. Latifi's in a bad car, but he's got to show you something. You know, he never shows you anything apart from that one time in Hungary. He had one good race in like 40. He just smashed by George Russell, and now he's getting done by Alex Albon, who's been sat in Milton Keynes for a year on the sidelines. I mean, I fully expect Albon to stamp his authority on Williams and beat Latifi, but I even expected Latifi to be ahead the first couple of races till Albon was up to speed. Albon's out-qualified him at Bahrain. I mean, look at his performance at Saudi. It's shocking. Qualifying, loses the car, and then the race, very strange spin into the last corner. Yeah, it's time to go for Nicholas Latifi. Williams have to drop this guy. What is Latifi bringing to the team? Seriously. Yeah, they've got to get rid of him. He's the worst driver on the 2022 grid. He's had ample opportunity to prove himself, and he's just not very good. Yeah, he may be a nice guy, but he's judged on his performance on track. He's got to go, and Williams have got to make a brutal call. It's not as if they need the Lavazza money anymore, so yeah. Williams are a historic team, but they've not won a driver since '97. That's 25 years. Williams have been struggling in the hybrid era. They don't look particularly fast this year. I've got to say, I love their race suits, Williams, but it's time to make a big call. Time to take the team into consideration. They have to get rid of Latifi. If I'm Williams, I'm dropping Latifi mid-season. Albon has started quite well. Yeah, I'd be replacing Latifi. I'm quite shocked he survived coming into this season, to be honest. I mean, look at Piastri is the guy, really. Piastri, Alex Albon, that's a strong lineup. But they persist in with Latifi as if he's going to turn into some prime Max or Leclerc. It's not happening. He's not good enough. He's out of his depth, and Williams need to drop him immediately. Comment down below your thoughts on number 6, Nicholas Latifi. For me, he's got to be dropped. I called for Gasly to be dropped from Red Bull. I called for Albon to be dropped from Red Bull. I am now calling for Latifi to be dropped. Yeah. If he was a horse, he would have been put down. He needs putting out of his misery because he's not good enough at the top level. Simple as that.